Situation's gone from bad to worse. As soon as that arc surfaced, the Great Vortex came right back. And if that wasn't bad enough, the monster that annihilated the Roman fleet is circling the waters around it. If we try and get too close, we're just going to end up joining them at the bottom of the ocean. Bah, is there nothing we can do? Surely there must be something. Anything. What do you think we're all here for? Well, you know, I was hoping that Reda would stay around a while longer. Sorry we couldn't save that girl, Adol. Let you down big time, I know. No happier about it than you are, but there wasn't anything we could have done. It was a miracle we were even able to get off the island by boat ourselves. That Ernst fellow we encountered makes me nervous. One look is enough to tell you he's in a league of his own. Seems to know the answers to all the mysteries surrounding these islands. The nature of the Ark of Napishtim, the giant creature circling it, the true identity of that statue. And I bet he's using them all to play right into his hands. Well, he's no ordinary soldier, that for sure. So who is he anyway? Ah, good, you're all here. Hey, Rabba, good job treating all the injured. How's that stubborn old fool doing? Fortunately, his wounds seem to have closed. Left him to all after she returned so he could come here. It's plain as ever to see that the situation here has taken a turn for the worse. Can you share what information you have with me? Be happy to. You might even be able to shed some new light on what we already know. Very well, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play E6, the Ark of Napishtim. The titular arc has been activated. And now we cannot leave again because there's a monster surrounding the islands, and if we try to leave, I mean, the ships just get blasted. So, managed to get to Zamet Island, the little boat without the Roman army spotting us. We tried to save the little girl when any hope went out the window after we started collapsing. Damn it, we're so close too. What's Cern's up to anyway? What does it need the little girl for? I heard you were able to rescue the Reda we were captured. T4 is extremely grateful for all you've done. So am I, of course, Sir is my apprentice, as you very well know. Thank you for saving him. I decided to stay in the village on Cortera, look after the chief. I can only be able to support Ola too. Now she dies in Viska, Asia by her side. The Admiral Gars was every bit the rotten Roman noble I heard. Guessing that's the end of him, though, considering the state of the fleet now. And I thought there was some way for us to get ourselves out of this mess. Being out of options drives me mad. The Roman commander had a huge jet black swords with him. The thing wasn't around the middle weapon either. Power it emitted was almost unlike anything I'd ever seen. Almost being the keyword here. How much you're willing to bet that the only weapons capable of competing with it are those 3 emerald swords of yours? Okay? What about you? The Roman commander dad was talking about sounds dangerous. He knows way too much about this island for someone who just got here. What could be up to? Okay, and that's kind of it. Now, today we're not going to do much in terms of progress. We are going to look around the village, talk to the people. I mean, I already know what the next step of progress is, but we're going to see what the people have to say. Everybody prepared a mountain of food for the banquet's nightmare. Well, that worked for the master to be in a full mood after his guest left. He mustn't have been very fond of him. Oh wait, you have anything else to say? Nope, same dialogue. Okay. I speculated that something on Zamet Island was creating a great vortex, maybe even be that this large structure emerged from the ocean. The stars started emerging from the ocean. Yeah, it's obviously the Ark was responsible for the great vortex. I don't even need to tell you that. Before we go talk to the people, let's go over here. Talk to you. I was looking through my late mother's belongings when I stumbled upon an old book about emelas. In it, there was a passage on how to forge a type of emelas armor. I've never seen anything like it. The only downside, it requires quite a significant amount of ammo. I'm estimating you would need about 100,000 pieces. My interest is certainly piqued, but that's far more ammo than you're likely to find around here. Meanwhile, I had a good look back on that black ruin that emerged from the Zamet Island, and the whole of its surface seems to be made of emelas. It must have been crafted with technology that has long been lost. C4 is well versed in Legend of Old, he may know something about it. Yeah, so she's pointing us to the right direction, essentially. That's our next step. Chief Horde is the next story moment. We'll announce our Acreal now. Or Eric's Hill, rather. Finally started to bond with one another too. I wonder where they are now. The poor things aren't hungry. And we're gonna do this side quest of the Pickers in a bit. Now, I wonder, what happens if right now I go here? Just out of curiosity. I don't expect to be anything, but... well, except this guy. Oh! It's just closed. Can't even go to where the boss's arena was, because this is just lava. Yep. Okay. That being said, boat remorse. And we are back. What level is my sword again? 9? Inventory. No, it's equipped, right? Yeah, 9. Max is, I believe, 11. It does cost a lot to get the 11. To 10 to 11 is a big jump, as we will see. So that must be the Black Ruin that got everyone in a tizzy. First, the thing appears that Roman fleet sunk by a sea monster. These are scary times indeed. Feel a bit sorry for the soldier who were left behind. Okay. Okay, all the usual suspects here. I'm so glad the Red Eye were captured alright. You were the one saved during the others. Thank you so much. Irvin went to Katera to see his father. I'm sure we'll be overjoyed to see each other, alright. We gotta talk to you. Oh, since the wheels of fate have begun to turn, Adol, the capriccio played by the great vortex sounds in my ears. Don't have another tablet right now. Spent a while trying to keep out of sight from those soldiers. Eventually I bumped into old man Ladok. We met in the bar not too long ago. That was when I ended up taking part in the plan to distract the soldier with Kival and the others. There's no way I could do nothing after everything done in Cortera, right? Fleet had been destroyed, my hopes of getting off this island died with it, but I'm going to live on and keep my family in my thoughts. Anything going on here? Soldiers. The fleet was wiped out? Weirdly enough, slacking off saved my life. Kinda hard to feel happy about that though. Can't believe the entire fleet just sank in an instant. What kind of crazy monster could do something like that? One from ancient times that we already defeated like twice at this point. One in history and one at the beginning of the game. Although the one at the beginning of the game was like... It was not at full power, he was just... You know, he just woke up, he was like one... Is technically a dude that was just left there, a defective one. A defective unit, I think that's the lore behind that thing. Get this, some strange building suddenly popped out of the ocean from nowhere. It's really tall too, even from here, looks like it's taller than any of the mountains. Everyone in town got the curiosity pick, they keep coming out of their house to get another look. Let's go, Rose, anything to say? What do you mean entire fleet got wiped out? I was ready to try and make a deal with them to get off the island for good too. There goes my only hope of ever getting back home. Nobody in this house, huh? Interesting. Is anybody in here? Maybe the mother is. Yeah. So this soldier was subordinates of Admiral Agaris. I remember my father telling me about him a long time ago. He said he was a member of the aristocracy before joining the military and has some very unusual interests. Wasn't a very popular guy back in Rome either. What do you mean about unusual interests? Are you talking about the fact that he had like a giant frog as soulmate? Oh, it's so big. Do you know what it is? Where's that black thing in the distance? Was that Roman's doing too? I don't think anybody's near because Rabba wasn't in... Yeah. Where's the fisher woman though? Maybe down here. Yeah, there she is. All the Roman ships off the shore sank to the bottom of the ocean. There was some awful fogs among them, but they didn't seem all bad. But they're almost supposed to feel. And we have the pirate ship here. Let's talk to the pirates. Haha, we got those Romans good. The Roman army is nothing compared to the fearless Ladok gang. And the sea, we beat them all the same. Okay, that's it. Based on my interactions with them, the Red are a kind race with a strong sense of justice. I've grown quite fond of them. Did you manage to see them with that air? Let's see, you. A damn Ladok, you're supposed to respect your elders, not use them to carry out your ludicrous schemes. I'm the ship's navigator, I'm not cut out for fighting. If you're looking for the Red Eye, we sent them all home. They were a gorgeous bunch. The youngsters on board could learn a lot from them. Cat? Always have a cat on the ship. Chases the rats away. And then there's also the other part with Nice. You up there? How do I? Can I? Oh yeah, I can get you up here. There you go. The diversion Captain Ladder cooked up worked perfectly. I knew he was a brilliant strategist at sea, but knowing he's just brilliant on land sets my mind at ease. It's our leader, alright? Okay. Let's go talk to Nice. Everyone loves Nice. Being honest here, I found the Roman soldiers to be a tumultuous rabble. The Red were far better organized than they. Okay. Anything else here? No. Okay, I think we pretty much talked to everyone. Maybe more stuff in the Red village, but we'll have to go there for the next story beat anyway. So instead, Grand Adol Mount. Actually, no, I have to go back to because I have a Picard in my hands, and I can't capture another Picard until I let this one off. So we're gonna go back to town and talk to this guy. Ah, where have you been all this time, you slight thing? I was so worried that something terrible had happened. There you go, 1 out of 4. You must have been so lonely without me and hungry too. Well, don't you worry, I'll get your food ready right away. Still don't have all my Pickards accounted for, but they're alright. Bring them back to okay, blah blah blah, you bring them back, I don't care. Let's just go Grand Adol Mountain Peak. And from here, we're gonna go this way. And it's around this area. There it is. Got it. Good, now we leave to Port Remorse again, drop it off. This quest is really not that difficult, it's really short as well. The last one, we can get it. It's basically the entrance of the final area. So drop 1 hour down. Okay, it's the same dialogue. Blah blah blah. Okay, it's the same dialogue, right? So skip quickly. Now the next one is a bit of a annoying because it's Lime Water Cave, Lake. Well, actually, no, it's not annoying. It's like just a couple of rooms away. We need to go where the pirate ship was originally. So this way. Through the wall boss, which really reminds me of that one monster in the second series of Deltora books. You know Deltora Quest? You had like 3 series. You had the main one that was like 8 books, and then you had the second one was 3 books, and then the third one was 4 books. And in the second one, in the first book of the second series, they fight something like that. They fight this like giant octopus that is stuck to a wall. It's crazy. I don't know what the name of it in English is. In Italian, they just call it the Fear. But yeah, it's this giant octopus Cthulhu thing attached to a wall that cannot move, and basically the people of that area of the world, they're like underground, right? In a similar fashion as the Lime Water Cave. They're like underground, and the people who live in that area, they offer sacrifices to this thing. And in fact, the way they fight it is they have this this cabin with wires that travels down to the mouth of this guy, and that's how they offer sacrifices. And they go like, I think it's like the 5 of them. The party's like 5 people at that point, because you got the 3 protagonists. I believe you got 2 other people, one of which dies during that fight, but it's the one that actually delivered the final blows. Yeah, so they kind of are able to like distract it while this guy just goes into his mouth and stabs it with his sword and just kills the thing. Although it does die in the process, which honestly I cried during that part because he was my favorite, my second favorite character of that entire series. You don't know how I was shocked when it was those Steel Editions showed up. I tried my best to buy everyone time to escape, but unfortunately my best wasn't good enough. Guys, stop by Adol. Was hoping to have a chance to talk. Thank you. Really, thanks for saving everyone. Cool. So the Red Art back. We're gonna speak with them real quickly. Adol, thank you so much for seeing my husband. Stay behind to buy time for child me to escape. He was injured doing so, we'll be alright. I have to work hard enough for the both of us while he recovers. Hello Adol, thanks again for coming to my aid. Unfortunately, suffered a few injuries before being captured, so I'm not staying to be doing any work for a while. My wife seems to be working even more diligently than usual in my place. But not be such a bad trade. Off with my injury leads to her finally gaining some confidence in herself. That is all. It's always happy to see everyone and everyone's together. You came to the aid of my son. First you defeat the wandering calamity, then you saved my son. I cannot thank you enough. I'm about to save the world, bitch! Just wait until I do that. For the 6th time. When the soldiers arrived, I was ordered by the chief to gather everyone and toward the shore. I steeled myself at the end when the soldiers caught up with us, but we were saved by a man named Ladok. He's kind enough to grant us passage to a ship, allowing us to successfully escape from Mars' way. Okay, I do want to talk with the merchant, especially. So Surprised as anyone could be to think it was solely from the Roman Empire who attacked the village, but the sounds of it, they even altered the Great Vortex to get here. Impressive though they may be, I'm disgusted they tried to turn the Red and Sea into slaves. Alright, so you have City Vitality now. You can buy as many as you want, so stock the fuck up. Because that's all your gold is useful for from this point on. 5 HP, 5 HP, 5 HP. Cool. You were the one saved my little Noi, weren't you? She must have been kidnapped while practicing out the entrance. You can't imagine I will leave him to see her again. Thank you, Adol. Oh, Adol, thanks for saving me. You were really cool, you know that? Stop giggling, please. Stop with that smug. Attacking the village much that happened when I was out fishing. I tell you what, I never sobered up so fast as I did when I heard my son was being kidnapped. Think I'm gonna be in a drinking mood again for a while now. You the father of the hide and seek guy? Think I'll save my son. We'll have to drink together one day so I can thank you properly. I think he is. Thanks for saving me. You were real cool. Yeah, and also this the father of this girl here. I said you Adol didn't get away in time because he was too busy hiding, so he wouldn't have to join us for singing practice. Be so worried about him. Next time he tries hiding from me, I'm going to drag him back out by his ears. No, you won't, because you're suck at finding him. So how do you bring him back if you can't find him? You want to save Ryuga and the others, so thankful for what you've done. Ryuga's always getting lost in his own little world. Comes to no surprise, go left behind. Alright. Going, as if you couldn't tell, I'm going real fast, because it's not much. What about the twins here? The last group of regions clad in battle gardens attacked the village without warning. Could hardly believe what I was saying at first. Fortunately, Quival, quick thinking led us out to the village to safety, where we were rescued by One-Eye the Region. By a One-Eye the... Oh, One-Eye the Region, he means the pirate, right? Because he's got, like, an eye patch, right? I was thinking, nobody has one eye! Not the pirate, man. Thank you very much for saving Rakia, for saving our relay. We were led out the village by Quival with C4 to try to fend the attackers off. We're starting to panic once I know this Ratchet wasn't with us. He was going to stood up on some materials we were running short of when all of a sudden a group of Legion came across the base and captured me. I don't even want to think about what could have happened if you weren't there to save me. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's not get into that. Let's not get into what they could have done to you. Hey, well, I won't thank you for saving me, but I guess I should thank you for saving all and the others. The region chief Agaris is even more of a scumbag than Balsam. Makes me want to puke just thinking about him. He is a little bit of a bitch. Balsam is annoying, but Agaris, even worse. Alright, Olda's at the town, right, forgot about that. Oh no, she's here. Thought she was still in town. You came after all. Adol, you came to see us. I was hoping you might come. I have something important that I must discuss with you. Ola, her, I must speak with Adol alone. What? How come? I want to thank him personally for rescuing our people. Alright, uncle. Come along, girl, let's do as he asked. Oh, well, if you say so. Words cannot express how grateful I am for all you've done for us, Adol. Well, for saving my people, as well for saving my son from those demonic soldiers. Pains me to burden you further, but if anyone is worthy of knowing, it is you. This time you learn the truth. The truth about Alma, the Ark, and the keys. Long, long ago, before the time of anyone in this village, there once existed a country inhabited by winged gods across the ocean to the far west. We have met at least 3 of those gods already. 2 in these 2, and 1 in these 4. The Alma whom we read and revere came here from that very country. She came to guard the Ark of Napishtim, a device which controlled both sea and sky in order to protect the world's balance. Our red ancestor proudly served her and assisted her in protecting the Ark. However, the balance of the Ark had created was not to last. Another group of Alma's followers, those without tails, stole something precious from her. It was called the Black Key. It took the form of a mighty blade and it was used to control the Ark. And, using the Ark's power, they sought to surpass the gods that they should instead have adored. However, even with the key, they were still human. They could not hope to do everything that the gods could. The Ark began to malfunction in time. The seas and sky turned wild and the very world was threatened. Lamenting the betrayal of her people, Alma created 3 keys to act in place of the original one. She put a swift end to the monsters the men had created and succeeded in sealing away the Ark. But in doing so, she has exhausted their strength. Her task now complete, she sublimated, and her remains became the keystone that holds the Ark sealed. held. Not anymore. This is the story passed down through the chiefs of our tribe. I suspect the black-haired man is a descendant of the people who stole the black key from Alma. And I fear he intends to use Isha, a descendant of the priestess blessed with Alma's power, to make the Ark his own. Adol, may I entrust you with this? That acts as the key to enter the ruins under the Windseeker Heights in northwest Cartera. There lies the ancient city in which our ancestors lived, preserved exactly as it always was. The lowest level of that city is the black corridor through which Alma passed when she went to seal the Ark. Adol, you have obtained all three of the keys created by Alma. I do not believe this to be mere coincidence. If anything, all that has transpired is due to Alma's guidance, right down to when I first passed you my sword. As such, I will ask you for nothing further from you. Isha, the Ark, I leave everything to your discretion.